Hello everybody, Game Cooker US Rocks VR here. See if I can get this camera a little more straight. Yeah, I have to get some lights in here. Um, I apologize if you can't see me. I need to buy like a mild light because the light up here on the ceiling is just too bright. I don't like it. I like playing in the dark. So what I'm thinking about doing is getting like one of those like soft lights that kind of like, glow up the wall. So I got no money right now, so we'll see what I can get. So I apologize if you can't see me too well. Um, anyway, Game Cooker US Rocks VR, playing some Hunter Primal. Um, I figured since people again were have been asking me like when I'm playing Primal, I figure I'll try to get on when I can. Um, Still playing Skyrim. I mean, I know that maybe people don't like watching the videos. I don't know, but I'm playing it, so there's nothing that's going to change that. So um, if I play it, I'm going to record it. So if you want to see that, you can watch it online. I'm going to do my best to try to, mark the long videos. You guys are more than welcome to mark up any of my videos. Like if you see something happen in the video at a particular point in time, feel free to put it in the comments, so that people can do a quick link to it. So let me just make sure the stream is good so that I know the sound is working and all that good stuff. And I don't know why, like it's so dark. Let me just like for some reason at least for my laptop the stream seems dark. So let me know if like it's dark. I mean I don't know how I can fix it because on my screen like I can see everything in the game fine. It's nighttime I guess, but it's not it's not dark. Everything is very clear to see. Um, Let me just get everything set up here. Okay, I think that's it. Let's see. It's taking a little long for it to update. There we go. Just got one more thing to do. And I think we're good to go. Alrighty. Great. Hey, Tom. What's up, man? Okay. I'm glad the stream is looking great. Okay, there's a bird out here stalking me. I gotta turn on the air. Who turned the air conditioner down? Phew. I'm getting cooked. Okay, here we go. I have no idea where I am. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm at the swamp, huh? Somebody's already out here. Killing stuff. I'm gonna cut over here. See if I can attract any attention. I wish there was more wrecks between the swamp here and Site Z, because I really like Site Z. I don't know why, but I like that area. We got some eggs here. I'm expecting something to roll up on me. Seems quiet at the moment. Oh, there you go. There's a Rexy Poopy. I don't have any more arrows for my bow. So I guess it's just... Here he comes. Oh, two. Two Rex. Gotta always love that, huh? He's gonna start running any second. You gotta love gaming, huh? Ouch, right in the right in the backbone there. They don't know what to do with me. Oh boy, this guy's stuck in the tree. Now I gotta risk my life. Whoop. She came out. Hello. Server's going nutsy. I wonder if the settler mate changes. Let's see. Oh yeah, it does. That's funny. Interesting. Hello. I'm up here and you're down there. I'm hitting her good. Okay. Alright, Tom. Neck bone, heart. Oh, I got 2 heart. Nice. Now I'm sure I'm gonna get a bunch of Utah raptor coming up here. Let me blow the horn. Calling all dinosaurs. Come get the trike. Oop, I heard that. Neck bone too hard again. Not a bad score. Well, that's 2 down. I wonder if it still records like everything. Not sure if it does or not. It says I killed 1,736 T-Rex. And that's all legitimate too. No hacks. sorry. Where's that trike? My head kind of hurts. Especially with these glasses, man. My son, we were playing around, and I might put a napkin or something there because this really hurts. Ouch. And he like whacked me in the head with the door. The doorknob just went slam right in my head. Ah. So if you're wondering what that white thing is in my ear, you probably can't see it anyway, but it's a little bit of cushion because it's like, you know, not only gave me a bruised skull, but it, you know, broke the skin. You can imagine, you know, getting a doorknob, a door just slammed in your head. Ooh, another Rex. Nice. This is good. I'm a little more exposed here, though. Ooh, that's a big one. They're all coming today, aren't they? Yeah, this is... Oh, another one. Wow. Oh boy. I better go find some cover, huh? Oh boy. Where am I gonna go? I'm dead meat. Wow. I got nothing. Look at this. I got nothing. Wow. I think I'm dead. All I can do is try to get over here. There he is. Right down there. Try to take a shot at that one. I think there's two. There's this one. Then there's another one coming. Now we can go back up here. Got her. Nice. I don't know where that other one went. I'm gonna stay on the slope though. hear him. Yep, still there. If I can get a visual. Okay, it's up top more. Probably got no protection up here whatsoever. There it is. It's gonna make me work for it. Come on. It's gonna make me work for it. Oh, two-shot kill. Nice. Oh yeah. Beautiful. We like that. I'm coming. Four X, 46 minutes. Huh, boy, it doesn't seem like that much time went by. Very weird. That's funny. Oh, I found it. Be right back, guys. Just have to do something real quick. What's up, Miracle? Okay, back. Crocodiles can gallop like horses? No, I had to just step away from the computer for a little bit. It's not focusing again, is it? Focus. There is no worse time to come on my channel. That's the best time for me. It is pretty quiet over here. What a nice view, huh? The ceiling is up? What do you mean? Uh-oh, we got velociraptors here. Oh, a Rex. I thought I heard something. He got scared of the gun. Isn't that funny? The Tyrannosaurus Rex is running. Oh, my ceiling is up. I hear you. Chaotically pretty, huh? Maybe horrifically pretty. Yeah, we used to get forest fires here a lot when I was younger. I don't know what stopped it. I think they built a lot of like trenches in the woods and stuff to keep it from spreading. So we don't get nearly as many forest fires. So how has your day been, okay? Miracle? Yeah. They always have fires in California, huh? During certain parts of the season especially, right? That's pretty sad. I see a T-Rex off in the distance, and I can't see it anymore because it's behind the trees. Alrighty, let's see if I can get a clean shot here. Can I get a clean shot? And it's a male. Hello there, dude. That was a good shot. I think right in the heart. That was a good shot. Sort of. Gotta be careful. It might come up here. And then I'm in big trouble. I hear vertebrae shot. Next shot right there. Come on. Turn back up. Turn back up. I don't like them next shots. There we go. Got him. By the way, it looks... You can also look in your scope, and it'll tell you. But, see the little red things on them? That's the male. See? Male. So I got one neck bone, that was it. Liver, heart. That kind of messed them up. So what do we got? 7 T-Rex. Not bad, not bad. Don't charge me. Otherwise it will be the end of your lifetime. Really? Really? How is he still alive? That was a bit glitchy, huh? I told you don't charge me. I'll show you the female if I can get another Rex. There might be one more left over here on this side. Maybe. I left Tommy in the dust. Sorry, Tom. Gotta keep the stream going. So if I have time, I'm probably gonna get in the Elder Scrolls again. Oh, okay. Yeah, he did. He disconnected. Now that I'm looking at the chat. Okay, now I'm heading in the Utah Valley. Your head hurts? That's not good. Yeah, I guess no school, right? So you have a lot of time to sleep. I don't sleep a lot either. If I do, then my head swells a little bit. Head pressure. I try not to force sleep, you know, but then sometimes I'm forcing myself to stay awake. That's not good either. I don't know what happened with last night's stream, but the Elder Scrolls video, it's not up yet. Probably because it was 7 hours long. YouTube's probably still processing it. Alright, we're going to call the cavalry in here. As soon as I get to the top of the hill. That's of course if they didn't walk away already, but I doubt it. But you never know. How long we've been on? Phew, hour and a half. Sometimes it takes a little bit to walk from place to place, but we're getting there. You'll see what I'm going to do, Miracle. I think it's really thundering outside. Oh, that's the other computer. I forgot I have the volume up on that one. Oh, there they are. Here they come. Get ready. I'll turn up the volume. Listen very carefully. There they are. Time for some splatter. Come on up. What do we got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, they're coming up that quick, huh? I better hurry up and shoot these guys. I better get them on the way up. Aha, you fell off. Whoa, that was weird. Gotta watch out they don't come behind me. Now I got the little guys coming up on me. Ooh. Picked a good spot here, huh? I don't know what to do with me. A lot. I picked a nice little outcrop here, huh? I feel safe. Here we go. Let's kill this guy. I'm gonna fall off and die. Watch. That would be bad, wouldn't it? Hey, you can't run away. I got to kill you. Oh, oh! Oh! I did exactly what I said I didn't want to do. I got stuck on the edge. Ips! I got stuck. I couldn't get up, so I had to move down a little, and that's what did it. Oh well. What you gonna do? Now where am I gonna be? Hopefully not too far. Oh, don't say that. Oh man. I was waiting for him. That kinda sucks now. Oops, I forgot to buy health potions. Crap. Oh wow. I'm like right next to you. I guess he's got a T-Rex up there. Guess I missed it. Oh. Now where's my body? Top or bottom? Probably the top. Yeah, pretty nice. Not a bad game, bad looking game for being all kind of old now. It's a little dated, but you know. It's your fault. All your fault I died. Couldn't just come run up to me, you had to run away. Couldn't just be dumb like all the rest. Where's my body? Down there? A pile of dinosaurs. uh, didn't want to take a picture, but that's fine. No, I don't want to do that. What nice teeth you have. What nice claws you have. That's why they kill you instantly when they leap at you. Must not let them get close. They're cute. I was pretty fortunate, Miracle. I never really had an acne problem when I was a teenager. My brother did. My brother had really bad acne. Fortunately, I would get like one pimple like every so often, and that was it. Hello. How you doing? Gonna bite my face? Hey, he did. Gonna bite my toes? Here, bite my toes. Bite my toes. Come on. Nibble on my toes like the fish. It keeps chomping at me. Now if I was playing the girl, let me see if I can change characters. Options, character. Now if I'm the girl character, then she'll do a different noise, watch. Come on, nibble. It doesn't want to bite anymore. Now if a whole bunch come at you, then it could get a little ugly. Here they all come. Come on, bite me. Eat me. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! They're gonna kill me! Oh my god! I can't believe this! I'm getting eaten alive! Oh my god! You can't get me. You can't get me. Nee, 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 nee. Ha ha ha! Now what are you gonna do? Is Asian food oily? Nah, usually junk food is what gives you acne. Stay away from junk food. Stay away from animal fat. Vegetable oil, I don't think causes acne. I'll fill you in on a little secret. I don't know, you said you were a girl, but I don't know if you were telling me the truth. But anyway. Here's two little tidbits for you, if you can hear amidst the gun shooting. If you're a girl and you want to avoid getting cellulite, which is like those like lumpy, you know, when your legs look like kind of lumpy with pits in it, you know, like you get that kind of lumpy kind of deal. If you want to avoid ever getting cellulite, do not eat any animal products. Or at least anything that has animal fat in it. Because that causes cellulite. So a lot of women complain about that, but they don't understand it's their diet that's causing it. Same thing with acne. Acne, I'm no expert, but I think it's associated with cholesterol in some way and bacteria. as well can also cause some acne-like stuff. So cut down on your animal fat intake, you know, and you'll be fine. Like you can use vegetable oil all you want. I mean, I'm not saying drink it, but you know, it's you won't get the cellulite from it because there's no cholesterol in vegetable oil. Yeah, bacon's not good. Yeah, bacon, I wouldn't say that was at the top of the okay to eat list. I mean, I know it tastes good and all that stuff, but I'm a vegetarian, so. But that's not why I'm telling you this. I just learned all this as I became a vegetarian. You know, it's just kind of like, you know, I learned it along the way. Because I was watching a lot more, you know, like health seminars and stuff like that to try to figure out, like, you know, okay, how can I treat myself better? You know, try to live little bit longer. Got to educate yourself, you know. Whether you want to be a vegetarian or not, or whether you want to eat healthy or not, you should know. You know, you should always educate yourself. That's the problem today, I think, with people. And I'm not going to get political. I'm just saying. People don't educate themselves. They listen to other people and their professors at college or their teachers at high school, and they're just like, oh, okay. And that's it. Like, no investigation whatsoever. Your mom wasn't a good mom to have a daughter. Oh, I see. Well, yeah. What can you do? But now it's up to you, right? You know, there's a lot of things that I would like to, a lot of other people I would like to blame for things in my life, but, you know, over the years I learned ultimately you're responsible for you, you know? So, educate yourself, you know? They used to have these commercials, be in the know, you know? And the liberals used to say, knowledge is power, although they were feeding people false knowledge. That's the funny thing. Sorry, zipping it. I used to be a liberal Democrat, so I have some say in the matter. But I won't go into it. I said enough. Oh, T-Rex baby. Got a T-Rex footprint. Look at that. We gonna get him. Yeah. No. Whoa. Well, he kind of snuck up on us, didn't he? He's a sneaker. And I'm not talking about Nike. Well, yeah, I know. I try to keep it toned down, but once in a while I get little, you know, just state my feelings, man. The country is in a bad state for no reason. No good reason, let me put it that way. I've been around for a long time, you know. I've been hearing The same old things for the past 40 years. I'm almost 50. So, I'm just a little over it now. You know what I mean? I'm over it. as as you say, you know. Enough with the nonsense. Oh, whoa, what's this? Turning around? Fleeing. I should have checked the track before. Well, I'll check this one, I guess. I think it's the same one, though. But you never know. See where it's going. Where be the blue blood? Where is it? Where did it go? Fleeing. I don't know if it's the same one or not. Could be two. Let's see, what do we got here? We got one track there. Where's the other one? So if you look at these tracks, Miracle, I don't know if you really care, but see this back track is facing that way, and then this track is facing that way. So you go by the turn, right? So he's running this way, and then he's turning this way, or she, I forgot what it was. So there should be a track over here somewhere. Don't make me into a liar. It's a male. Same thing. So I'm gonna go by this direction. She wants you to go to some university near DC. Well, I'm not sure you're going to get away from liberals, especially if you go to DC. That's probably like the liberal capital. If I were you, I would go to a known conservative college. You know, don't be scared. And the reason why I'm saying that is because they're going to teach you things that are relevant to your life. Okay? They're not going to like encourage you to do like a degree in gender studies. You know, because really, what does that, what kind of a job do you get with that? I mean, you know, I understand the whole gender argument, blah, blah, blah. You know, I believe there's only male and female. There is no other. I mean, there is no other. All the other genders are like made up, you know, so fine. If you want to be a made up gender, then that's okay. We live in America. You can do what you want, you know. I believe in freedom, you know. I don't believe in stifling anyone's voice. As long as, you know, I'm not being forced to do something that I don't want to do, like pay high taxes. And for the rest of my life, because of you know, socialism or whatever. But I would go to a known conservative college because they're going to teach you stuff Well, that's called a hermaphrodite. They're still they still can be identified as a specific gender. And how they used to do it in the past, despite what they say today, right? Because today they just make up whatever they feel like making up. Um, okay, let's say there was a person who was born who looked like a girl, right? Well, let's do it this way. It usually happened the other way, I believe. But don't quote me on that. I think usually what happened was is the person looks like a boy, right? But has female parts inside them, okay? So what they would do is basically, well, even though they had a penis, okay, so they had some female parts in them. And again, don't quote me on this. I might be getting them mixed up, but they have both kinds, so it doesn't really matter. So what they would do is, since there is no vagina and birth canal, you really can't. I don't think you can technically have a baby, but you know, maybe they can do something a little different today. But if you had a male body, you look like a man, but you had some female parts in you, they would take the female parts out, and then you would live as a man. Okay. There might have been maybe some instances where it was the other direction, but I don't think that was more common. I think it was more common to have a man that had some female parts. The reason for that is because everybody starts out as a male. Well, I don't want to say that. That might not be totally accurate, but because I'm getting the technical words wrong. But everybody in the womb starts out neutral, like a male, okay? Or maybe that's not even neutral. We'll start as a male. So in order to become a female, hormones have to be released to turn genes on and off so that you don't grow a penis, right? So that you grow a vaginal canal and you start developing the female reproductive organs, right? Time to go. Okay, that was a little delayed. No, I don't think it works that way. It doesn't work that way. You got to remember, the men, if all the men died in the world without a lab, you can't have kids. All the genes come from the men. See, a lot of people, you know, they teach you the wrong thing today because they want to be anti-religion. Men are the ones who carry the X and Y chromosome, the male and female chromosome. If the hormone isn't triggered when the baby starts developing, they'll grow a penis. Hormones have to be released to tell it to be a female. That's why you have more females born than men in the world. Scientists want to say it's just because evolution, you know, chooses that because you have to make more babies. But evolution number 1 doesn't have a mind, and evolution number 2 is factually incorrect. So, but that's a whole nother story. So, yeah. So hermaphrodites, back to the original question, is it's a physical defect, if that's what you want to say. I know it's politically incorrect to say certain things, but I don't know the technical term. It's a mistake in, the genes getting turned on and off, because that's what you have. Genes being turned on, turned off. So, and you need hormones to do that, and other chemicals to, determine what's going to, who's going to be what color hair, what color eyes, all that stuff. So it's not just a matter of mixing genes and then you just get like a random outcome. The process has to be perfect. This is the miracle of life. This is what people fail to recognize. Life itself is a miracle. There's no way that we should exist. You can't do it in nature. It's impossible. So our whole way of developing from when we first get conceived to the baby in the womb and then having the mother having birth. I mean, it's an amazing process. And scientists like to minimize everything. Because if they minimize everything, then it doesn't look like a miracle, right? They want to make everything simple to the layperson. When life is highly, extremely, like crazily complex. Well, I think that's not accurate. I don't believe that's accurate because that's just not accurate. Because think about that for a second. If initially the female organs were all made minus, and then all you had to do was determine whether you were going to have a penis or not, then you would have hermaphrodites all the time. Would you not? But if you start out as a male, again, when I say you start out as a male, you're not really a male, but in order to be a female, extra things have to happen. So you can't start out as a female. The extra things don't happen first, and then, oh, let me be a male, which means I got to destroy all the things that I just made that make me a female. Does that make sense to you? That doesn't make any sense, right? So, again, I'm not a scientist, but I hate when people say, "Oh, you're not a scientist, you're not a professor, so you don't know what you're talking about." Well, yes, we have this up here, and people can reason things out in their brain, And I've read science books. I like science too, just like you. And you should like science, But make sure you read both sides of the story, not just the evolutionary side, because there is more to the story. You're only getting one side all the time, and there are two sides. And again, this is why I left the Democrat Party, because scientists have been lying, and they still are lying about things. Politicians have been lying, and they're still lying about things. The media has been lying, and they're definitely lying about things. So, I started doing more of my own research, more thinking. Over the years, I've done a lot of reading, so I was able to put two and two together in my head, because I'm reading one thing over here in science, and then I'm over here listening to these other scientists, and they're totally contradicting each other. So how can he be right and he be right? And you know why they're both right? Because it's all theory. They teach it as fact, but it's all theory. So it's like, oh, now I get it. And then I started questioning it to people. Well, why do you teach this as fact when it's theory? And people were like, well, because if you have a theory and it's the facts, some facts fit it, then you can teach that as fact. I'm like, no, because if you can't do the experiment and falsify it, then it's not a theory that's been tested. It's just something you conjured up in your head that sounds good. I don't even think teachers teach what theory means anymore. I mean, I was watching a video today from last year, and yeah, life facts with Cooker. I was watching a video from last year. Some girl, and you might know who she is, was questioning people about like basic facts of the United States, like, what, what's the first two rights in the Constitution? Like, I know everybody doesn't know the Constitution, but some at least know one. You know what I mean? Or, what was the Revolutionary War for? Or what was the Civil War for? And like a lot of the people didn't even know what she was talking about or when it happened. It's like, really? And these are like grown people. Like, this is all stuff that I learned in high school. I didn't have to go to college to learn this stuff. I learned it in high school. I mean, we learned about the Civil Rights Movement. We learned about World War I and some of World War II. We learned about the Civil War. We learned about Western civilization, which they do not teach now. I know that they don't teach it now. And if they do, then it's at a conservative school or conservative college, because they will not teach Western civilization anymore. I learned about Columbus. We learned about the Pilgrims. We even learned about the Dark Ages. Imagine that in high school. Learned about how the Catholic Church, the papacy, ruled tyrannically for 1260 years. You would never hear that in school. But these people didn't even know the basic stuff. And I'm like going, they didn't even know where the states were. Like, come on, really? Like, I'm sure you must know where Texas is and Alaska and California and New Jersey. I mean, now I totally understand that, some communities are closed, right? Especially the black communities, some other minority communities. I get it. I understand. But it's still the responsibility of the parents to make sure that the kids have a basic knowledge of the country that they live in. At least. You know what I mean? And now you wonder why there's so many people can be easily swayed into this, accepting this false history, or at least incomplete history, right? Because you can pick out all the bad things that happen in the world over time, but there was also the good outweighed the bad in a lot of cases, because when the good happened, it happened big. You know what I mean? Like when good changes happened in the world, they were huge. They made a big impact on progress. So to leave out the good stuff is really being very dishonest, to say the least. So that's all. But anyway, hermaphrodite, that's how we got all started on this thing, is just a mistake. It's not a gender. You know what I mean? And it's up to the parents and the individual to choose, like, I guess what the child is going to decide it wants to be, or the parents. Somebody's got to choose, because especially if you're in a male body and you have some female organs in there, that can cause some really, really serious problems, you know? And that's usually why they have to do surgery, because it's not a matter of just, let's give you a sex change. It's not that simple. You know, if you have conflicting hormones in your body, that is like, ugh, that just wreaks havoc, you know? So that's a medical condition, you know? Gender, at least when we were taught, I mean, what we know, I hate even using the word what we were taught. You know, being taught, you know, like, you can look at nature and see that there's male and female. You know, there's no other gender. So scientifically, we know there's only two sexes, male and female. Now, gender is a word that can be interchanged between sex and gender, at least when I was growing up. When you said, what gender are you, you would say, I'm male or I'm female, right? But today, that's not really what gender means. It doesn't have anything to do with sex, your sex, you know? It has to do with how you feel, okay? There's no scientific evidence to back up that there's more than just male and female, okay? There's none. Because males have hormones specific to them, females have hormones and chemicals specific to them. And you can identify through those chemicals who is a male and who is a female. You can even look at the genes and identify who is male and female without even like seeing them. You know, so there is a distinction. So if you want to be whatever gender you want to tell yourself you want to be, that's fine. We live in America, you know? So I have no problem with it, whatever. I mean, it may not be something I buy into or agree with or whatever, but I'm not going to hate somebody because think they're something else, you know? So what can you do? People have the right to to think how they want, and that's what I fight for. That's what I want, you know, and that's what I wanted for. I voted in favor of gay rights and transgender rights and, you know, other people's rights, but apparently that wasn't enough. You know, now they want to hijack my brain and say that I have to buy into their narrative and what they believe in. And I'm like, no, I believe this. And it doesn't make me racist if I believe that. It just means that I think for myself and I feel the way I feel. If you can feel the way you feel, then I can feel the way I feel, right? Seems logical to me. But why is it when I feel how I feel, I get called names, and very god-awful names? You know, I've even been threatened from literally saying not much, like like nothing really, nothing that would be traditionally deemed as racist. You know, because I question everything before I accept it. So I question climate change, doomsday, which I don't believe in. Now, there might be some climate changing going on, but I don't believe in climate change, doomsday. I don't think that the Earth is going to die from getting too hot. I mean, that's kind of stupid to think. Like, we have a very efficient system on the Earth. And I know I'm dumb, I don't know anything. But the water cycle, again, something we learned in high school. We didn't wait until college to learn about the water cycle and the nitrogen cycle and all these things that make the plants grow and the rivers flow and the salt content in the oceans and the ocean currents. I mean, this is all just common knowledge to us in school, you know? So the Earth cools itself. The Earth has a cooling system, an air conditioner, a weather regulator built in. It's called the water cycle, you know, and the nitrogen cycle. And, you know, CO2 is like, to say, that's the thing that really, I think that's the thing that really got me the most, is when they were saying CO2 is bad. It's a poison and it's a pollutant. Now, think about that for a second. I understand that we eat meat, a lot of us, right? We're meat eaters. I get it. We love our meat, right? Rawr. You know, we love it, right? But imagine now taking all the plants away. What food are you going to have left? None. What is the primary thing that plants need to thrive? CO2. Right? I'm not, you guys all know, whoever's listening, or whoever will be listening. Right? So, it cannot ever be deemed a poison or a pollutant, because it feeds the very thing that gives everything life. Because the plants are the bottom, or what is it, the bottom of the food chain, top of the food chain, I don't know, it's been a long time. Anyway, I'm getting them mixed up, but you get my point, right? A cow, even though you eat the cow has to eat the grass, right? And the whale is alive because it has to eat the plankton. So, you know, you get what I'm saying. Like, without plants, everything dies. That's it. Dead. We're all dead. So, with more CO2 in the atmosphere, what would that naturally mean? That we're all going to die? Or that plants will thrive? Places where you couldn't grow things will now be able to grow more things quicker. So this is what blows my mind, right? And this is, you know, I don't try to talk politics. I'm just talking common sense. Like greenhouses, when people make greenhouses, you know what they do? If they want to make their plants grow fast, if they need to get a crop out quick or whatever, maybe they only have 3 months of warm weather or whatever the case is, I don't know. But they dump CO2 into it. A lot more than the atmosphere has to make those plants grow, to make them really healthy so that they're productive. So, and that's putting, I don't know, they put like, I don't know, 1,000 parts per million in there. And I think the atmosphere has like, I don't know, between 350 and 400 or something like that. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just, people just accept what they're told. And that's what bothers me, you know? Everybody has to do their own research. They even did an experiment. This is something else that I found out that scientists won't tell you and your teachers won't tell you. Unless you're specifically, I guess, learning about, you know, space travel, is that they did an experiment already back in the 60s of how much carbon dioxide or carbon dioxide the astronauts would be able to, you know, handle in space. Because, you know, they have to kind of breathe the same air. You know, it's just kind of, they have oxygen tanks, but they have to conserve it and then recirculate it and try to, you know, make it work so that they can, you can kind of breathe your own air in again, but they got to also make sure the everything lasts long. So I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think they said that they can tolerate at least 3,000 parts per million in that little capsule without suffocating or having any detrimental side effects. So, atmosphere 400, astronauts can survive in up to 3,000 in space. It might have even been higher. You guys can look it up. So that's and you know how much it takes to go from 400 to 3,000 in the atmosphere of the planet. I mean, it'll never happen. Never. We'll never get to 1,000. Even if we were spewing pollution into the air constantly, you would never get that high. So it's just utterly ridiculous that they keep like scaring people with just nonsense. It's just made up nonsense just to get their agenda across. And it's like, no, you can't be doing that, man. You're like ruining science. You're ruining people. You're manipulating them, making them vote certain ways based on very bad information. And that's why, you know, I'm fighting for my country, man. The only way I know how. Talking. I'm not a violent person. I mean, you know, I don't go out there and make trouble. Which I'm sure most people don't. But people have to do their own research. They have to teach yourself. You know, I always tell people, look, don't take my word for it. You know, you can look up everything that I've said. You can find it somewhere. Because people, like on Twitter, when I'm like having little discussions, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of useless really, but because you can't type much. But people like say, where's your evidence? Where's your scientific article citation? Like, what? It's like, look, I don't have like a big poster on my wall with little tacks, you know, on everything like I'm some conspiracy theorist. You know, I found this out. Oh, and I found, oh, they're connected. Oh my God, now look at that. Oh my Lord, it's a big conspiracy. Ooh, a Rex. You know, that's not how I am, you know. I just tell people some information, and I say, you go check it out for yourself. You know, I'm telling you, you've been duped. You've been duped scientifically, you've been duped politically, and you're getting duped on TV. 3 dupes. Doop-de-doop-de-doop. You know, and they can curse me out, call me names. I said, but hey, I did my research. I wouldn't be saying nothing if I wasn't sure. I hear a wreck somewhere. Where is it? I hear something. I hear a trike, but oh, there it is. Up on the hill. Up over the hill here, if you're watching the stream. Hey Nordic, how's it going, man? And Miracle, if you're still watching, you might have been partially correct on that female thing. Oh boy. He wants me, huh? That's not usually the case. Nice. You may have been partially correct on that female to male thing, but it's kind of a neutral thing though, you know what I mean? It's not like the females don't have the organs yet. A lot of information to remember. Because I'm starting to remember now. Like, the hormones have to be released so that the, penis can grow. But at the same time, the sex organs are not developing yet. You have the ovaries move up, the balls move down if it's a male. So, you're correct in that sense. So I stand corrected on that part. But the genes themselves, without the male, you can't have a complete human because they carry both the X and the Y genes. So that's kind of like what I was saying, but then I went off into the, male, female thing. Uncommon. That might be a, they're usually males, but I don't know if there can be a female. But it's an uncommon one because it's got the white ridge. It's got the twisty tail. See the little lines on the tail? Pretty. Pretty. So how many wrecks is that now? Well, it says 7, but I killed more than that with other people. Dark Dragon, yeah. Sorry I didn't say hi. Nah, I don't need any wrecks anymore. Novo. But I probably gotta get off, probably soon. I don't know how many more wrecks we're gonna have. We can check over here if you want. I guess head over towards Trihorn. Okay, that's fine. Well, then I'll get off when you get off. How's that? I'll let you harvest Novo so I don't crash. That's another reason that I don't really want to harvest anything, because after I harvest so many times, my game seems to crash. Same with screenshots. If I take too many screenshots, it'll crash. So I don't... That's at least what I've found out. Got another Rex. It says abandoned. I don't know what that means when it says abandoned. Does that mean like it starts running later on or something? It says it's roaming. Sounds good, Novo. One more kill. Sounds good to me. Huh? I think it bugged out. Excuse me. Okay, I lost it. There it is over here. Hey, what happened to it? Oh, jeez. The trike just appeared before me. Okay. That was weird. I lost the track. Crap. Disappeared. fleeing. Yep, that's why it said abandoned. Got him. You gonna die? That should kill him. I don't have my buckshot in, so that's why, you know. You gotta be pretty precise when you're using the slugs. Why is this guy running all the time? He's gonna shoot it now. There might be two. That may not be the one. Okay. Alright, well I guess we can call it a day there, huh? Good way to end the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. Y'all have a great week. I'll try to see if I can stream Tuesday and Thursday. No promises, but I got on today just in case I couldn't do it on Tuesday, because I gotta do grocery shopping and all that stuff this week. So, alright everyone, love y'all. Be safe, take care of yourself. Fight for your rights. Peace.